Hey guys, Matt from Just Wrench It here, and I have a few days off work. Essential life blows. So, I have a few days here, and I've been able to get some car parts, and we have an issue with the Fiesta. As you can see there are two alternators on this car. We're putting the new one on. The issue was, and well, continues to be, that the engine almost sounds like it's over idling at one point, periodically. And then a few times while I've been driving, I've heard what sounds like something stopping and the belt squealing because one of the pulleys or something is stopping, and my lights dim and some other things happen. So after looking at everything, my best guess is the alternator. You have the water pump, you have the crank, and you have the AC compressor, which the AC compressor is not being used as it was very cold in winter. So unless the clutch or something's going out on that, or there's some other kind of problem, really the only thing left is the alternator. So we're going to replace that today. Now, Ford are a bunch of assholes. I bought this car. You know, I wanted a small car. I got a good deal on it. But man, oh man, do I hate Fords. There's always some whack shit. They just can't do anything by normal industry standards. They have to, like, fuck something up. And I've run into something for the first time. I'm sure a lot of you guys have, you know, seen your own things going on, but it's a stretch belt. There's no tensioner on this pulley setup, so I have to use this little cam tool or crank tool and some other brackets and things to put this on, turn the motor over by hand, and then get the belt to basically work itself into position, and then theoretically it stretches to fit. So what we're doing right now is I have the belt already cut off, and I jacked up the one side. We have to take the wheel off. Oh man, I'm screwing all this up. We have to take the wheel off on the passenger side, and then we're going to get in here, and hopefully we're going to be able to do this. We'll take the wheel liner out and we'll see how it goes. But that is what we're doing today, guys. I'm sorry if the camera work seems a little weird. I have a new, newer, like a gimbal thing that I'm using. It does make things easier, but it doesn't always, like, point where I want it to. So forgive me. But alright, so I'm going to get into this. I'm going to tear this apart, hopefully get the alternator out, which, again, if you're looking, it's like literally right there. There's two bolts up top and one hidden down there. So that shouldn't be hard. That's pretty self-evident how to get that out. And then we will, I'll bring you back in when we're trying to get this belt put on. Okay, all you cool cats and kittens. So, fuck this kit that I ordered. Probably most of them. Okay, so that little bracket that they gave me, it goes in here, sits on the outside here, and then comes back in and loops here, is supposed to stay on here when you turn this thing around. Yeah, that didn't work. Let me go over here, drink my beer. And show you. And this, I bent it back, tried to kind of bend it back into shape, but it just kept deforming. You can see the end there's just bent. Oh, it's trying to focus on the beer like I should be. Yeah, the end of it just kept bending and bending, and it just kept giving under the pressure. So I have my handy dandy small, the smallest one, I believe, of the cheap Harbor Freight pry bar sets. And, oh, let me focus. And honestly, you can see like the little scratch there. Like literally, guys, I got one hand in here. You see how that it just happens to fill this void, like enough to kind of grab when you twist it sideways. So I jammed this thing in there with one hand, and I turned the crank with the other, and honestly, I did it like twice. That second time, I just got enough tension on the belt, enough grip to where it started to grab, and I just was lucky enough to get it all the way over. And then you have to turn it like 2 times, like a good 2-3 times to get it to track right. So when you, hold on, let me set stuff down here. So like up here, so when you do this, you'll know, double check all your pulleys, but like you see this rib, this is the edge of the sprocket, I guess I'm going to call it here. I don't know. And so this first rib was actually riding on the sprocket, like it was off by one section. So I turned it, honestly, probably like 3 or 4 times. And then it finally started tracking right, which you could argue once you start the car, it's probably going to correct itself. But it's better to do it by hand so that you don't mess up your brand new belt and have to start all over. So, as for the alternator and the belt, that's it. It's a pain in the ass. Buy a higher quality kit. I'll see if I can find one on Amazon that's different and maybe looks a little better than the one I grabbed, and then I'll include the link in the description, so hopefully you can avoid the pain that I just went through. Alright guys, Matt from Just Wrench It, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.